Quick look at multiplying polynomials. A common mistake students make is that they just say this is x squared plus 16. No, there's a formula that goes with this. If you don't remember the formula, you can still use that FOIL method. So really what x to the plus 4 squared means is x plus 4 times x plus 4. So we FOIL, and when we FOIL, we do first. So x times x gives me x squared. Outer is x times 4, which gives me a 4x. Inner, which is 4 times x, which gives me a 4x. And last, which is 4 times 4, which gives me 16. Then I combine like terms. I've got one 4x, another 4x. Those add together to be 8x. Here's my answer. I cannot combine any more like terms. So if you saw something like a square or something like that, then remember, length times width, or square, you multiply these together. You can't just leave your answer like this. You need to actually finish it out and make it look like this final expanded answer. So here would be a word problem. Let's say you have a rectangle with 4 less than the length, and the area is 5 inches squared. So first thing you do is you draw a picture, and I'm going to let length equal x because I'm saying that the width is 4 less than the length. So if width is 4 less than the length I let be x, width is x minus 4. I remember that I'm looking for area, and the formula for area is length times width. So in this case it's x times x minus 4. And you were given that your area was 5. So now I have this, and this is an equation, so I need to go ahead, and my first instincts tell me to do distributive property. So I get x squared minus 4x equals 5. And hey, I notice that this is a quadratic equation, and I know when I'm solving quadratic equations, the first thing I need to do is set my equation equal to 0. So I set my equation equal to 0. My next step is to factor. So I factored. Hey, when I factored, I use this little thing over here which says my a value is 1. A is what goes in front of x squared. My b value is a negative 4. That's what goes in front of x. My c value is a negative 5. So I come over here and I list c equals negative 5. And I list all the factors of negative 5, and I find out which factors of negative 5 add up to the factors, or add up to the value of b. So if I go negative 5 times 1, that gives me a negative 5. But negative 5 plus 1 gives me a negative 4. So I can come over here and I know that this was it. And really what I'm doing is thinking backwards FOIL. If you want more information on how to do it like that, I think it's a little different than your book, you can go look at my videos that are posted inside my math lab. And this would be factoring a value equals 1. That's what it would be called. So I factored, and I got x minus 5 times x plus 1 equals 0. So then I set each piece of these equal to 0 using that zero product property. And I solve this one. I get x equals 5. I solve this one. I get x equals negative 1. Hey, we can't have a negative 1 length. You can't measure something in negative 1 distance. So I'm going to have to go with x equals 5. That gives me my length. I need to make sure I write it in inches. So length equals 5 inches. To find my width, it was x minus 4. So 5 minus 4 equals 1. So width equals 1 inch.